Hello, this is Zealeus once again from Alt Confusion, and today I'm here to talk to you about Tropico 4. This is a city builder. You can kind of think of it like Sim City, only it's not Sim City, it's a different game. So here I'm already in the midst of a game. I figured instead of starting at the very beginning, I would just kind of jump in and just kind of show you what actually you can do during the game. So I'm going to put the game on normal speed for now. So you got 3 different speeds. You can do normal, fast, and fastest, or pause. Pause can definitely be useful, especially when you're trying to make stuff happen, but normal seems to work out pretty well. So basically, this is kind of a city center right now. This is kind of residentials. So you got a few different things. You can see I have my normal apartment. In each of your buildings, you can also then kind of choose different stats. So you can do normal maintenance, or you can also do roach patrol, where basically you cut the cost in half of needs, but then the quality lowers by 30. And if I exit out of there, I also have stats for happiness down here, which is affected by that then. So I pull that up and you can find out stuff about happiness. So that's where people live. And then people work at places. So for instance, you always start the game out with a construction shop. And if I click right, a Teamster's office. So basically you have your construction office that builds stuff. So right now I am building down here if I can click correctly. Oh, it's already finished. Okay, anything being built right now. So, well, okay, if I click on it, you can see Active Projects Marketplace. So I go to my marketplace, I click on that, you can see the progress is right about halfway full. So that's kind of the way that you build stuff in the game. And as you can see, it kind of does a slow scroll bar, so it takes a few minutes to build. Whereas if I do up to fastest, much faster, very exciting. I just brought in a bunch of money, I'll explain that later. So that's how you build stuff. And then the way you really make money is you have these Teamsters. Sorry, go back here. So you have Teamster's office, and they're the ones who move stuff between your different places. So for instance, if I go over here to my farms, I have a couple of tobacco farms. And as you can see with my tobacco, if you look in the map over here, you kind of have green for good places to build tobacco, not so good, and orange is bad. And then so you can see you produce tobacco. What happens is those Teamsters then move those goods over here to my cigar factory. And it's my cigar factory, sorry, mouse is really finicky. And it's a cigar factory that then does export. So you can see the cigar factory is giving me $67,000. So when you build, so if I right click on the screen, I go to food and resources, and say you want to build a farm to start off with, right? So you can see you have all these different farms. You use corn, banana, papaya, and pineapple to actually make food for people to eat, and then coffee, tobacco, and sugar, which are then produced into different stuff. So if I click on pineapple, you can see the map on the left changes, sugar, tobacco, so you can see pretty easily that, the climate changes and what's better. And if you also kind of hover over, you can see corn is suited to almost all conditions, bananas are versatile, etc., etc., etc. So that's kind of basic. So when I first started out, for instance, I built over here. Where are those? Finding stuff can be kind of a pain sometimes. So I have a banana farm, and that's produced quite a bit of farm for me, or quite a bit of food for me, I'm sorry. So again, I'm making bananas and pineapples here, and then those will then be transported over to my marketplace. It's actually pretty much done in the marketplace, but a tornado just came through and destroyed a bunch of stuff. So they're rebuilding that and some bunkhouses and other things. Very exciting. A pretty other common source of food in the game, so if I go to food and resources, you also have Fisherman's Wharfs. So if I go up here, if I click on this Fisherman Wharf, I got 2 of these here that produce a bunch of food. As you can see though, these are all red because they've been farmed death. So I should probably build some more eventually, but I just haven't got around to it. So that's kind of it, and then so that's kind of basics on food and income, and then those are all brought. As you can see, a truck is going up here to the dock. You're not going to see a freighter ship about every 6 months. A freighter ship comes, and that's what actually kind of makes you the money, because as you saw that little screen, $72,000 were exported. So as you kind of click on different ones, you can see You know, tenant normal maintenance, rents $27, upkeep 100, negative 156, total 129. You're not really gonna make a whole lot of money from tenement buildings and apartment buildings, so I don't really jack the rents up on that because I don't really care about making $24, big time. So if I right click again, you can see housings. You kind of have different options. You got shanties, tenements, all the way going up to mansions. I don't have any electrical places built, so I can't build some of those. A convoluto. I have not built one of those either. And then you got houses, so you kind of got different options that you can do. Oh, if I go back there, you can also see, so blueprint needed for a condominium. So some places also require blueprints to purchase, which just kind of ups the cost. So another instance of how to make money in the game is here I have a, nope, I don't want my iron farm. There you go. So down here I have my gold mine. So if I right click and I go to, not industry, I'm sorry. Right click, go to food and resources. I'm going to build a mine. So if I click on all metals here, you can see that there's different deposits. So over here I have a red one. I think that's iron. But I wanted the gold farm, which is down here. It's the only gold farm I have, which kind of bites. But so I have my gold farm. And that gold farm, the Teamsters are then going to take that over here. One of the things that does limit this game a little, sometimes trying to find where your buildings are can be really obnoxious, and I've not found a good way to actually find them. So this is my jewelry factory. So basically gold is going to be right here and made into jewelry, which will sell for a lot more than pure gold. I'm going to go ahead and buy some stuff. As you can see, I have a lot of money, which is good. Exciting. Ooh, finishing shop. I should get that. So one of these days, I need to look into, I don't even know where the heck I can build. Okay, electric substation, nuclear power plant, it's very exciting. So, just for fun, because I need to build something, I'm going to build a nuclear power plant, just so you can kind of see how stuff starts. Produce electricity or enrich uranium. Huh. Our nuclear program doesn't need any upkeep. I don't know anything about that, so I'm going to have to research that later. This is the first time I've really ever looked into building a power plant in the game. So let's see if I can find a place to build a power plant. It's got to be along the shore, apparently. But I don't probably want to be close to everybody else. So I'm trying to find someplace kind of far away, but sometimes... So the building must be placed along ocean shore. But as you can see, the red context menu keeps on changing. So I'm not really sure where I can actually build it without, like, you know, the game getting pissed at me. Come on. I just want to build a power plant. So, as you can see, I'm not really having any luck. Can I demolish rocks? Infrastructure, demolish? Alright, let's see if I can demolish some rocks. Apparently not. That's kind of lame. So, yeah. I'm trying to figure out how to build a nuclear power plant. I don't know how. Okay, maybe we go this way. Maybe I had to... Aha! There we go. I had it backwards. Now, I still want to build it away from my peoples. Let's try... I don't really care. Because that's my residential zone here, so I probably don't want to build near a residential zone. So let's see if I can build something over here where all my industry is. I'm trying. Sorry, I'm not very good at this apparently. Well, it's just going to get built here. People are going to have to like it. Alright, so now I've built that. So now if I click on it, you can see the progress is just chilling there. I'm going to put the high construction priority. And I could click a build for $40,000, but that's going to bankrupt me, so I'm not going to do that. You can also see that they prefer college and male workers to actually work there. So if I go back here, I also now have a, nope, not there. I have a high school and an elementary. Ooh, shoot. But I don't actually have a college. So therefore, I'm going to go here, I'm going to go to education, and I'm going to go to a college over here so people can learn all kinds of good stuff. I'm going to be super excited about learning. Yippee. Alright, let's go here. Oh, come on. However, that I think is affordable, so I'm going to go ahead and quick build the college. There we go. As you can see, woo, that goes nice and quick, which is very nice. If you don't actually quick build stuff, it can take a fair amount of time to actually build. Alright, so as with the high school, blah, 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 blah. So that message was just telling me I don't actually want to be working there. I'm going to go ahead and import one person because I don't know if I have any actual... Alright. So this is where the game starts to get a little more complex. Up until now, I've just been doing basic. You know, if I go here, you know, they only need a high school education. They only need a high school education. Nothing really too fancy. This is really the first high school education. It's really the kind of first college level type of job I've had. So it's kind of like, huh. So, I think I go to, so if I go to my almanac, you can see there's all kinds of stuff to see here. So if I go to residence education, you can see that I have high school, grade school, and none. So I have no actual college educated. Oh, I do have college educated people. But those very well may be people I've also imported. Because earlier on, I probably lied about the college. Nope, high school. So when I first started, I actually imported some of these guys. I have a police station here. High school I imported because before, you know, you don't start with any education, so you kind of have to import them. So I'm going to go ahead and import a couple of these guys. So it's just telling me, yes, it's going to cost money, but each one you do costs more. So I'm going to get me 3 of these guys. But you got to be careful because the more you do, it's going to cost more. So if I go back to, so you just kind of got to be careful. I'm kind of curious. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and get all my high school people if people want to work there. I originally had these blocked. No, dang it. No, there's no need. So if I right click, you can see I also start people from being able to work there. I did that earlier because, well, I didn't need everybody working in high school, but now I can, because now I can get myself a college. So going back here, a freighter's approaching the dock. So yay, there's my freighter. So just to show you, I'm going to speed up. And stuff is incoming, stuff is incoming. Whoa, something just happened. I have no idea what.
Most blessed Presidente, the time has come for us to plan the construction of a new cathedral. A true
So as you can
monument
see,
to our
Dude wants me
faith
to build a
that
cathedral.
will make all the
So I'm
Caribbean
gonna click
green
OK.
with envy.
Okay. So you can see I got 12 immigrants, 3 new foreign experts, and a bunch of financial aid, which you get every time if people like it. Apparently they want me to be a communist, so people can eat twice a day instead of once. And I'm not quite sure why people are eating once a day to start with, but whatever. Probably because I'm an evil dictator. That's okay. So if I want people in communism to like me, I issue under edicts. I'm gonna bring this down to pause for a minute. Edicts, you can see I have, I don't know what that is. I probably should have read. Food for the people. Increases food quality, doubles consumption, can be canceled anytime. I think I actually enacted one already, which I like. I think if I go to education, literacy program. All workers and students gain experience difference and faster for $362 yearly. I think that's well worth it. So as I'm talking, you can see that I have different quests over here. Entertainment's supposed to get up to level 45, which the only basic entertainment quest I have right now is a little restaurant that's considered entertainment. So if I right click, I can go to entertainment, and I'm gonna build a. See, that's the thing. Like, okay, I can't remember because I haven't played this for a couple of days. I don't remember if I have a stupid childhood museum in the game. So I'm like, that's interesting. So that is one of the frustrating things, is kind of what buildings do you have and what's actually here. It's kind of hard to see at a visual. It's very possible that there's a way to see it under the almanac somewhere. I would think there might be something called like buildings, maybe under economy, I don't know. So that is one thing that does kind of frustrate me about the game, is I wish there's an easy way to see like an overview of all my buildings. but oh well. So I also have quest to export papaya. I have a papaya farm somewhere. There we go, papaya farm. Apparently all my people are eating it, so nothing's actually getting exported. I don't know if there's a way to be like, hey, export stuff instead of eating it. People, I want you to export so I can make lots of money. As you can see, 5,000 in European relations, exciting. They also want me to export beef. I have a farm somewhere, same thing. So you can see if I go back to the nuclear power plant, it's being built, which is exciting, by 2 people. I now have people working at the college, and you can also see that I now have 2 students there. So I'll have these 2 who can then work at my nuclear power plant once it is ready, which is super exciting. So that is really just kind of the gist of what you are doing in Tropico. So basically when I started out, you just kind of had these little sweatshops. You had the construction shop, and you had my palace. And from there, you build some food places. I had corn places over here. Pineapple and banana, I should say. Sorry. So that kind of got me off the foot in getting food. And then I was able to then afford to build a tobacco farm or 2. And then I was able to afford, after pressing fast forward and, you know, get me a few imports, I could then build a cigar shop. So it's all kind of, you know, you kind of get a major supply line going of different stuff. So like under infrastructure, industry, you can see that, you know, you got chemical plants, weapons factories, so there's different things you can do. I should note that I bought the gold version from Steam, which has like 10 DLCs. I don't actually know what any of them do, other than I can play the game. Another thing I haven't quite figured out is what effect does the distance from, like, say, you know, a lot of people live up here, right? Well, I also have a gold farm down here, and people live in shacks near the gold farm. It's kind of like it's the best way to then build perhaps and I'm just going to do it just for fun. I'm going to build a, let's build a bunkhouse out here just because I can. So I'm going to build a bunkhouse. And I'm going to quick build this because it's going to take forever to the team to get out here, and quick building is really cheap for this building. And I'm going to go normal speed. You know, how far away are people going to live away from their housing is my question. So I got these shacks. Are these people just going to move into here now? I don't know how that really works. So that's kind of my confusion in the game. It's kind of the best way to do housing and areas. You know, I'm kind of assuming that you want to build, you know, this is kind of a little industry area. You know, I got some farms and factories. This is kind of somewhat my center. I assume you kind of want to do it like that. Because I think if you go to layover, island conditions, pollution. So this is really polluted. Yuck. And I got houses there, so people probably aren't stoked. You know, highly polluted here, I got some farms. Highly polluted here, some farms and a cement factory. So perhaps what really should happen is, you know, have some houses around here where it's not quite as polluted. So that's one of those things that I don't quite really know the best way to do that, you could say, because I just started out the game. The other thing is this is the campaign. So I'm going to go ahead and save this game. Save, yes. So I'm going to exit out of here. I'm going to go main menu. Yes, because I just saved. So if I play, I go to the campaign.
What a hellhole! But
So
at
it
least
doesn't,
it's my
like,
hellhole.
you can see, rise
Saint
power,
Clara
120.
is the typical
I don't
Caribbean
actually
island.
know
Beautiful on the
what
outside,
the goal
poverty
of
stricken
this
on the
first
inside. People live in
campaign
shacks and
episode
have hardly
is.
anything to eat.
You know, I just play it,
Healthcare
and I'm like,
and education
okay, and I
are
don't know if there's an actual
non-existent,
goal
and
to this
unemployment is
campaign.
through
So
the
that's kind of annoying to me. But overall, it's a fun game, Tropico 4. If you're into city builders, or games like this, I would definitely suggest giving it a shot. I think they had Tropico 4 on sale on Steam for like $10, and then they had Tropico 3 for like $2.50 or something like that. This is because Tropico 5 is either coming out this week or last week or next week, right around this time. So that's when the old ones go on sale. So that's a quick introduction to Tropico 4. Hope you all enjoyed it. And this is Zealeus signing off from Ultra Confusion. And remember kids, keep on gaming in the free world.